Good morning. This week's devotion is Never Alone. My son has gotten us into watching the new Percy Jackson TV series. Don't worry, I won't give any spoilers. But when I read the psalm for this week, it felt like it was something that Percy needed to know. His whole life he felt alone. He felt that his father had abandoned him, but it wasn't true. His father cares for him and never left him alone. Psalm 139 is a fairly well-known psalm, but sometimes I think we need to be reminded too. When things are hard, when things go wrong, when our world seems to be falling apart, we can wonder, where has God gone? Even Jesus asked, my God, why have you forsaken me?" from the cross. In rough times, the world can make us forget what we should already know, that God never abandons us. Even when we can't see God or feel God, God is still there. Listen to Psalm 139, 1 through 6. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from far away. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all of my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, O Lord, you know it completely. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is so high that I cannot attain it. Where is God when we struggle and when we suffer? God is right there beside us, ready to strengthen us, ready to hold us up, ready to wipe the tears from our eyes, ready to listen to our complaints. When I was little, I was afraid to complain to God. I didn't want to make God mad, or worse yet, make God not like me anymore. But if you read the Psalms, or better yet, the book of Job, you know that God longs for us to come and share our lives, both the good and the bad. It's okay to get angry with God. God knows what we're going through. It told us right here. God knows what we're going to say before we even say it. And God is big enough to help us through whatever frustration or anger that we're dealing with. When the psalmist says that God hems us in, it's kind of like God circling the wagons. God is getting between us and our pain or our danger. God longs to hold us through our pain and help us through whatever the world throws at us. No, that doesn't mean that God always steps in to fix our problems. But it does mean that God is there and will walk with us as we deal with them. God will never leave us alone. And that is knowledge that is too wonderful. So when it feels like God is absent, cry out. You may find that God is much closer than you dreamed. Have a blessed week.